Hello YouTube, how are you doing? It's it's been a while since I've been doing stuff for YouTube. For the past 5, 6 days, I've been a little bit sick. Had also some kids that were a little bit sick, so I mainly focused on the Substack to keep that updated. So I haven't been able to do anything on the YouTube for you guys that much, anyways. So today a recap of X or Twitter, but you can see here some of them are like again 7 days old because I haven't been able to do them, but we will go through them. And if you are an X, I think you should follow these guys. They do a great job within their own field, within their own way of doing technical analysis. Again, there are many ways to do it, and these guys have their own way, and I'm pretty sure they are somewhat highly profitable in their own doing of things here, and that's all you can really ask for, right? You have a strategy, you have a setup, and that's what you go by. You trust that setup, and you rinse and repeat. We will go through them. We will see what they have to say here. Remember, some of them are a tiny bit old, but I still think they are pretty much valid. And yeah, let's see what happens in the good old X land. Here we have J Hinster, U.UN, that is the Sprout Physical Uranium Trust. And a bullish trend continues for FYI, uranium. And yeah, this is basically also what I'm looking at. This bull flag here, this is on a regular scale. If you are to do this on a log scale, you get a little bit of different picture. The bull flag is the same, but you can connect the lows basically all the way up here. They are connecting perfectly, plus the tops are perfectly as well. So you have a huge upsloping parallel trend here where it's bull flagging. It looks really good, to be honest. Again, we're just waiting for this to resolve. It can, again, sometimes you get three impulses. So we could be in a scenario where we come down one more time. That wouldn't be the best, short-term view, but still overall. But hopefully we just have a little pullback here, and then the bull steps in and we break the bull flag there in, so we only have like an ABC correction. You can also see that internal trendline break there, which we monitored on the Substack. Again, the break of 25 was a really big moment there. I think we are coming a little bit down here because this is, like as mentioned, 7 days old. So I think we have come down a little bit here. But overall, still, for the Sprout Physical, it's a really strong trend, bullish consolidation. Again, this was the summer of 2023, the breakout, the retest. We had a little rally in uranium before we had that major sharp pullback. Jay Hinster again here with silver. Next major resistance before 50. You can see here we have he has 40. Again, this is on a regular scale. So again, beautiful parallel here. We have 3 on the bottom, 1 on top. So for now, this is a potential resistance. We have 3 on the bottom, so there should be some validity to it. I use this technique myself also. So yeah, there could be some big resistance here at like 40. We did break here. We haven't done much ever since, basically. But again, we don't have much price resistance from here to like 50, in my opinion. So yeah, it looks good for silver. I know many people are complaining and they're talking about manipulation, yada yada. Yes, there is manipulation. However, the manipulation is already within the charts, and the charts looks really strong. So you shouldn't count on it anymore. I think the days has come for the people to really bash silver. They will do it from time to time, but the general thing where it keeps getting bashed, I think that's over. Sahara here with the SILJ or SIL, that is the silver miners ETF on the 2 weekly. So a long-term view here. Again, 4 years, 3-4 years worth of price action here. Tapped 50, which was his target from his Fibonacci here. Broadening structure here for like 3 years. Again, we tagged it here, pulled back, we broke, and then we did a lot of weird stuff here. We're testing, dropping below, getting bought up within a broadening structure here, finally breaking the broadening, and we are again hit his first target of like 15, which is also close to the highs from over here. But overall, silver miners looks really good. I have nothing to say really there. It won't go in a straight line, but still, the trend is up, everything is up on the monthly, on the weekly. Beautiful, beautiful chart there. And also I like the simplicity here. And again, I would have loved to do some analysis, on my own on how he gets those targets. I think I've asked him once, or he showed me once. I can't remember, but he's really good at those targets there for the Fibonacci's. Hedgehog trader, also a guy that I write, with in the DMs about different topics. Equity metals versus the price of silver. I haven't done that actually. That's pretty cool. Early days. So he's taking the highs here from 2018. So this is a long term. This is 15 years worth of price action. This to me, again, I wouldn't count in as any. It is, of course, it is valid, but I would say these are more. They have more power. This one here. Look at the high from here to there over here, and you can also see we're making lower lows, higher lows. Again, we are compressing here. This is a really beautiful chart here. I would do it across there. That is probably your main break, but still overall, I haven't looked at this before, in relation to the silver chart or the silver price. But this is just coiled as it gets here. And I completely agree. Once we start to move here, we have broken out already on the charts itself. And if it breaks here against silver, I mean, equity metals, I have a good position. Bought it, I think it was like a week ago on the break there. But great little view here that I didn't think of doing. I have to do this more often. I did this a lot, like a year or two ago, where I measured all the miners with silver or gold or uranium. But great one here. Compression here, it looks like it wants to fly, really. Beautiful. Nice little addition there. Borak, my good friend Borak. LEU, that is Centrus Energy. So we are in uranium land. Just touch a new multi-year high. So this is actually a beautiful setup. You have a main downtrend here. The blue one there, it got broken. It then started to make the potential green there. And then we had the 2-year squeeze pattern going on there. And you can see this is the weekly chart. So this is 2 years worth of sideways action, just building up energy, tagged, and then boom, it rallied 100%, 200% in like a few weeks, maybe 4 weeks or so. This has a lot of potential. The chart looks absolutely amazing. And the monthly time frame, the monthly candlestick time frame is in charge, meaning what happens on the daily basically is just noise, right? It is that powerful. And I have high hopes for that one. Beautiful little beautiful stock there. And what do we have here? Oliver Hendrick, the line in bonds I pointed out last week is breaking. So yeah, this is the bonds. This is the 10-year rates for the U.S. breaking here. Again, the bond market is not what it used to be after 2020, and yeah, we are definitely in a world now where we will have higher rates, higher highs, higher lows, meaning, over time rates goes up and you will have dips, where in the past, from like 1980 to 2020 roughly, you had lower lows and lower highs, meaning rates went down over time. That has changed, by the way. We might have one final dip. I have a scenario where we can see one final leg down, and that should be the end of it. It's the downside, really. Rates is going to go a lot higher. The trader here with UU, again, he's always, making a lot of text there. It's just beautiful just to give his views, and for people that are maybe new to it, they can get a lot of good, detailed, value here from this guy. He posts a ton, so highly recommend you following this guy. He's really good. U.U on the daily, we're talking this is the bull flag, by the way, that we looked at from Jay Hinster. And we have come down just a bit here. I don't know exactly where we are now, but still here overall, this should, again, it should result to the upside at some point in time for the Sprott physical. Overall, the long-term, short-term, the bullish consolidation, everything looks good in U.U. So I would be surprised if that doesn't play out, in the direction of the trend. Sahara with CRB, that is the commodities index, basically. Under the breakout line, so you can see here, this is the CRB, so the overall commodity index, the Thomson Reuters. the peak from 2008 again, and then you have three impulses. You have the first, the second, the third, meaning the overall large macro fractal. That's the end rally. Call it a bull flag, call it whatever you want. Again, huge rally, sideways consolidation, and about to break here again. The next wave of inflation, commodities, all that good stuff is going up. Again, rates are going up, commodities are going up. It's going to be painful. Pierre here with Equity Metals, also a silver stock that we bought last week. As mentioned, by the way, on the previous post. Equity Metals here, great week for the Equity Metals. Stopped at the previous highs set in January 2021. You can see over here. When silver passes, when silver was 26% lower, if it passes here, no real resistance above, it's going to fly. I agree. I mean, if you zoom out on a longer term time frame, this has all the potentials to do a 10-bagger quite, not easily, but again, it's within I think a 2-decade, 3-decade long parallel channel where the upward trend line is like 10x from here. Again, we also bought that break. It looks a little bit different on the log scale, but again, there were a clear squeeze coming in here. Again, that break of 24-25 cents here, lovely. Equity Metals, a small stock, but it should rip higher. So that is quite good. So yeah, overall takeaway, I think commodities is a beautiful place to be. It is difficult to be investing in commodities and miners because they are so erratic, so much volatility. But again, if you enjoy, 50% to the upside in a week, you should also be prepared for like 20%, 30% down the next week, because if you have volatility, it goes both ways. Yeah. So, but the overall trend for silver, the overall trend for gold, uranium, in my opinion, also platinum and palladium is bottoming out here. The miners are doing really well now. Finally, I made a post about that last week, Monday, and they did exactly more or less what was in the cards there. So yeah, commodities, guys, I think it's a great place to be. If you like the content and all that good stuff, please thumbs up, like, and subscribe, and have an amazing Sunday wherever you are in this world. Cheers, guys. Bye.